So you didn't do what you said you were going to do in the time frame that you said you were going to do it. And guess what? That's okay. Life happens. Things happen. We don't get to it. Is that procrastinating? It can be. But in this case, probably not. Things come up. Does that mean that your goal has been shifted? A little bit. Instead of doing it today, now you have to do it tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that. I want you to stay inspired and I want you to stay motivated. There's nothing wrong with delays. Sometimes delays actually keep us from harm. We've all lived long enough to understand that everything happens for a reason. Things fall over, things collapse, emergencies happen, and those are what I call circumstances that are not under your control. Does it mean that this was not something that you were supposed to do? Absolutely not. But what it does mean is that maybe, just maybe, you were not supposed to do it right then and there. The question is, why? Why has it been delayed? Is there more preparation that needs to be done before starting? Do you need to research a little more? Do you need a mental break? Do you need to just take time to clear your mind so that you can start fresh? These are reasons for delay, but I do not want you to be discouraged as to why things did not go as planned. Plans are sometimes made to be broken. Some things in this life we just are not supposed to question. We're just supposed to accept that they are what they are, to learn from it and to move on. What is a goal that you're working towards that just seems to always be put off due to whatever reason? Something always comes up. At what point do you say, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing? At what point do you say, maybe I do need a little more time to start this thing? And how do you know the difference between that's what you're supposed to do and that's what you're not supposed to do? That's what we're going to be discussing today in this video. I've been, for the past couple of weeks, wanting to start my community. My community is financial health and procrastination based. The two tie together. A lot of times people don't get started on budgeting and managing money because they don't know where to start, so they procrastinate in it. Businesses don't get started because they procrastinate. They don't think they're good enough. The person that's starting it doesn't think that the business is strong enough to start. The question is, why? That's something that you have to take a strong look at. Why haven't you started what you said you were going to start? Why are you not keeping your word to yourself, let alone to everybody else who you may have been accountable to? What is going on internally that's keeping you from moving forward? This is what I want you to look within to see. There are so many people out there with significant dreams who are miserable in the place that they're in right now. and who have talent, drive, knowledge, but they do not have the confidence to step out on their own. If that is you, I want to encourage you. As I've said previously in many, if not all, of my videos, you have been given a gift. Everyone has been given a gift. And it is up to you to use it, to show it, to give it to others. That is the only reason why it was given to you. And if you're keeping yourself from the world, I want you to ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? That's really the question. Are you afraid that if you put yourself out there, no one will bite? Are you afraid of if you put yourself out there, no one would be interested in what you have to offer? Do you think people will make fun of you? If that is the case, then we're going back to the I'm not good enough statement. And I want you to look at yourself and ask yourself the question, why is it that you believe that you are not good enough? Did someone tell you you were not good enough? Do the numbers show that you're not good enough? The one thing that I'm learning in business and being an entrepreneur is that it takes a lot of consistency. So if you don't know anything, marketing, it takes 7 attempts to reach the audience with the same message for it to get across. So consistency is key. But consistency, let me be real, is very difficult when you're not seeing results. And so I understand the feeling of not being good enough when you're trying to start a new venture. But the reality is, there are billions of people on this earth. And believe me, if you reach just one and you change the life of one person, you have done the job that you were supposed to do. Will it make you rich? Probably not. And that's realistic. Not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur, and not everyone is meant to work a 9 to 5. You just have to find out what you're meant to do and do it. That's the key, to take action, to do it. I know that this video is all over the place, but I just feel like those who need to hear it need to hear it. And there's a few things that I just needed to say. So if you are holding off and life is hitting you upside the head, know that it is for a reason. But it doesn't mean that you should stop pursuing your dreams and your goals. It may mean this is not the exact time. It may mean you need more research. It may mean you need a little more knowledge in that area. But it doesn't mean that you need to give up. My name is Imani, and I am the founder of Procrastinators Ignite. And I help people just like you who struggle with procrastination and self-doubt build unshakable confidence so that you can stop waiting and start winning. And the best way for you to stop waiting and start winning is to take a step, one small step, and then you build on that. I had a friend who said that they were moving inch by inch. And I said, that inch turns into feet, and those feet are used to take steps forward. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay stagnant and be in the same position that you were in today, next year? Do you want to look back and still be in the same financial position, the same unhappy, miserable position that you are in right now. And even if you're not in an unhappy and miserable position, do you still want to be where you are? Because every one of you should be growing daily. What that growth is determined by you and what you want to do with your life. But you should be moving forward. We're not about stagnation here. So I hope this inspires you. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but I hope it gives you the little bit of fire in your belly to say, I need to stop saying I'm going to do something and I need to actually do it. And if you are sitting there and you're saying, oh, I need to, I said I was going to, if you're doing that every single day, something has to change. You have to start making moves, or you have to be more decisive. And what I say I can respect is if you say, you know what, I want to be in the same position today, next year. I want to be in the same position I'm in today, next year. If that is you, I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're saying, I want to be here, there, and everywhere, and you're not making any attempts to do it, the respect, I don't have it. And I'm sure you probably don't have it for yourself. So what are you going to do today? Are you going to move? Are you going to shake? What you doing? Or are you going to stay exactly where you are? Choice is yours. If this message is clear for you, I want you to take action. I want you to tell me down in the comments what it is that you're moving towards. And if you like this, like it, share it, and subscribe. And I thank you for watching. And remember, you are obligated to share yourself to the world and your gifts. Until next time, take care.